It is around 46 in the evening, and the monsoon season is here, and we need to make something chatpata. In this season you like to eat something chatpata snacks. My god, is thundering. So let me make this recipe first. I'm going to heat a pan, and to it I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of ghee or clarified butter. Into it I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of zira or cumin seeds and half a teaspoon of sauf or fennel seeds into it, and I'm going to roast this few minutes, and then I'm going to add half an inch of ginger, 4 to 5 cloves of garlic and some green chilies, and stir fry it for a few minutes. And this is a very interesting recipe and very tasty. Let us saute this for about 1 or 2 minutes until the aroma comes out nice. And then I'm going to add here soaked chana dal, 1 cup soaked chana dal, which I have been soaked for 3 hours in water. I'm going to add this and roast it for a few minutes. I have soaked the chana dal around about 2 hours, and after that I'm going to add this into the ghee into the pan and roast it with some salt to taste till the flavor of the dal comes out. After that I have added around about 2.5 cups of water to boil it and cover it to boil. By the meantime it's boiling, so by the meantime I have used here some palak or spinach leaves, and I'm going to blanch this in some salted water. Now after the water starts boiling, at that time only I'm going to add my spinach leaves into it or palak into it, and just blanch. We need not to boil it too much, because you know that green leaves is boiled changes the color, so we need here green color because we are making here Hara Bhara Kabab. And after it has been boiled once, just I'll strain out the water with the strainer and immediately add cold water. Very cold water you need to add here, so that the spinach doesn't cook more and the color retains the same, and squeeze out the excess water from it. And now let's see the dal. The dal has soaked all the water out, dried out. I think so. It needs. Let me check once whether it is done or not. Yeah, it has been done, but little more it should be. So again I'm going to cover till the water is dried up from the chana dal. Till that time only. We need not to add more water. 2.5 cups for 1 cup of chana dal is more than enough. And now see, let me check once again that whether it has been boiled or not. Yes, it has been boiled properly. And now I will stir this till all the water dries from the chana dal. And now my spinach, I have squeezed out all the water properly, and now I will add this into a blender, into a jar, grind it, and I will add, oh God, see, hear the thundering sound, and I will add all the roasted, the boiled chana dal and everything together in the blender and grind it into a smooth paste. You can add peas if you have green peas. If you have, you can add those, but I don't have right now. It's quite okay with it. So now I have grinded all the things together. Don't put water because the palak itself has a little bit of water into it, and while if you add more water, then you cannot shape the kebabs. So you need not to add water, and we need a dry paste like this. And since spinach has water into it, it will grind all the ingredients properly. I'm going to add some chaat masala, some chili powder into it, and some garam masala powder into it. I'm going to squeeze out a juice of a lemon and add 1 tablespoon of ghee or clarified butter into it. Mix everything all together. After mixing it, I'm going to add salt. Remember, you have added salt while boiling the dal, so taste it before you add salt and mix it well again. Now it's a time to make the kebabs. I have taken here some breadcrumbs. I'll take a small portion out of this mixture and shape it like kebabs. After shaping this, now I will dust with some breadcrumbs so that it doesn't stick into the pan while we fry it, as we are going to shallow fry them. So dip it into the breadcrumbs and just dust it with some breadcrumbs and shape it and rest it in the freezer for about 30 minutes minimum, so that it becomes stiff and it doesn't stick into the pan when we fry it. This kebabs is very yummy and mouth melting. Just only one thing you have to remember, that don't add water while grinding. Firstly, soak the chana dal for about 2 hours or more than that, and then the amount of dal you are taking, just double the water while you boil it. And for decoration, I have added here some cashew nut on top. And yes, one more thing you have to remember while making this kebabs, that you should blanch the spinach so that the color doesn't change. Remember, you have to wash it with cold water or soak it in cold water and squeeze out as much as water possible from the spinach and grind it with the chana dal without applying any water into it. I have greased a pan with ghee, and now after 30 minutes my kebabs I took out from the freezer, and now it's time for frying. Your flame should be in slow, and whenever you feel that your kebabs are drying out, just apply some ghee. When one side is done, slowly flip it to the other side and apply some ghee into it, or brush some ghee and fry it from both the sides. This is very common in the marriages. I have shared the recipe which I know with you. It's very easy recipe, and do try this in this monsoon with your family and enjoy this together with some hot tea. You can serve this kebabs with some ketchup, tomato ketchup, or mint chutney or green chutney, or dahi wali chutney too, and some lachha pyaz on top. Amazing evening snacks in this monsoon season. Do try this and let me know in the comment section. Bye bye, take care till then.